Matt, third friendly, first defeat, but step up in quality of opposition. What was your view on the game as a whole?
Yeah, of course. I think I said on Saturday they're the best team we're going to play in pre-season. A very strong Millwall side. We thank them for their game. They brought a great travelling support. Terry Bullivan setting the game up for us and his connections at Millwall. So, a really good night for the club and a perfect pre-season friendly for us. As you say, against really strong opposition who just missed out on the playoffs in the Championship last year. So, there was a lot of quality from then on show. But I was really pleased with lots of aspects of our game actually, and pleased with certain things. But then also probably certain things I know we've got to work on, which is exactly why we're highlighted against the opposition. We're sort of playing there. So, many positives, but certainly many things to work on. Disappointed with certainly the first goal and then the penalty and the free kick. But overall a really good night for us.
Do you get more in pre-season? Do you get more possibly from a game like that than just carrying on winning games? Does it give you more to work with?
Yeah, either or really. We're just as much as against Reading, just as much as we beat Reading on Saturday. Certainly it was things we're really looking at to improve and work on, and it'll be no different tomorrow when we watch the game back and get the players back in for Thursday training, and we'll be going through stuff on the video and looking to constantly improve this new squad and just still working on trying to bring a few players into it as well.
I guess you say 3-0, you said a penalty and a free kick in the second half. For all the possession Millwall had, you'd say that Jack and Steve didn't actually have a great deal to do in terms of direct shots.
No, I think they had a couple of long range ones over the bar. Yes, they had some possession, but when we turned it over, that's probably one of my biggest frustrations is when we turned it over, because we did win the ball back a fair few times, is then just finding that right pass and finding that bit of quality, then just with the space that's opened up, just then go and try and capitalise on winning the ball back so quick and turning it over. So that was a little bit of thing I feel we really need to work on the next week or so. But no, as I say, with the shape off of it and being compact and limit them to not very many chances, I was pleased with.
And we have to say as well, there wasn't a great deal for their goalkeeper. No great real troubles at the other end. We're slightly disappointed we didn't make more impact on the defence, or does it reflect?
And that was probably my biggest disappointment tonight, is a good shape, good organisation, turn the ball over in good areas, and in the space of 2-3 passes we're sort of giving it away again and not really capitalising and getting a chance away.
Didn't all go according to plan tonight. The trialist, who I think Sports Rio scored in the first two games, having to go off after 20 minutes, looked as though he'd just done a hamstring slightly.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him yet, but I think it's just a precaution again. I think he said he didn't feel it just as he was walking off. He didn't look too bad, so I've got to speak to him fully there to find out the extent.
And Harry Smith as well looked as though he picked up a knock just before.
Yeah, he was all right actually. I think if it was a league game, he would have come out for the second half, but again with a precaution on that one.
Was with the exception of that first half substitution, were all the changes? Did it all happen exactly as you intended it to?
Yeah, with the minutes. Yeah, there's a couple of changes at half time, and then hours into the rest of them. So pleased to hopefully report not too many other injuries so far.
And a few we haven't seen yet in pre-season. Just as a precaution, are we likely to see them in the next couple of games?
Maybe not. I'll see how we are on Thursday morning.
And again, putting in perspective, the guy that scored all 3 goals today, Scottish international striker. So good for our defence to come up to quality. Yeah, come up against quality.
Yeah, especially the free kick was outstanding. They're a top side, aren't they? With a very good manager, experienced manager. A well-established Championship side. Just missed out on the playoffs last year. A very strong side tonight. Overall, we're looking from my part. Pleased with certain things, got to work on others.
And now looking ahead to Saturday at Farnborough, what's the plan on that sort of from a line-up point of view?
Yeah, I don't know yet. Don't know over the. It was sort of a 2-game block with obviously Reading and Millwall with the 60s 30s. We'll be stepping the minutes up now to more 75s ish, maybe even a 90 here or there, and trying to get as many minutes into players over those 2 games as we possibly can.
And in respect of the trialists, are you getting close to the stage where you need to make a decision, or have you got more games?
No, some yes, some no. They're all on their individual merit. We've got a few in at the moment, so we'll just see them training and we'll pick them, see who's involved for the game at Farnborough.
Brilliant. Well, thanks a lot, Matt, and we'll see you down at Farnborough on Saturday.
Brilliant. Cheers. Thanks, Tony.